Sorry, I have to pull gum out of my mouth for this, so I'm polite sounding. Today is my rebirth day, and that is my term for my third year since transplant. So my first rebirth day, second rebirth day, third rebirth day. It's just being reborn when I got my organs. Hold on, my phone went off. Anyways, so today is my third rebirth day. I decided to make a vlog more detailed about organ donation and things I went through, and explain, you know, there's some myths that are in the way, and that's why people don't want to be organ donors. And I want to debunk some of these. And I know there's a good link that I can actually share, and it will be in my description. This is a list of 10 myths from the Mayo Clinic, and I'm going to read them off to you guys. So bear with me. I'll be quick as possible. Myth number 1. If I agree to donate my organs, my doctor of the emergency room staff won't work as hard to save my life. They'll remove my organs as soon as possible to save somebody else. This is not true. Doctors are under oath to take care of their patients. Also, they're not going to let somebody die who's perfectly capable of surviving. Transplant is risky, and there's plenty of people out there who are dying. But we don't have enough organ donors. That's a double-edged sword. A doctor's not going to give up on you over an organ that should be needed by somebody. They usually don't know you're an organ donor until you are diagnosed as clinically dead, or you cannot function without machines or on your own. Like, there's no quality of life left. So, here's the reality. When you go to the hospital for treatments, doctors focus on saving your life, not somebody else's. You'll be seen by a doctor whose specialty most likely matches your particular emergency. The doctor in charge of your care has nothing to do with your transplantation. Myth number 2. Maybe I won't really be dead when they sign my death certificate. It'll be too late for me. If they've taken my organs for transplantation, I might have otherwise recovered. Here's the reality of it, people. Although a popular topic on the tabloids, in reality, people don't start to wiggle a toe after they're declared dead. In fact, people who have agreed to organ donation are given more tests to determine that they are truly dead than those who haven't agreed upon organ donation. So, technically, you're getting the treatment. If you're an organ donor, they're going to make sure you've passed away. They're not going to hack you open for no reason. Again, like I said, transplant is treating one illness for another, and they're not going to let a perfectly healthy person die just to give somebody an organ that could be that person dying. They're not going to let a healthy life go. You see? Myth number 3. Organ donation is against my religion. Organ donation is consistent with the beliefs of most religions. This includes Catholicism, Protestantism, Islam, and most branches of Judaism. If you are unsure or uncomfortable with your faith's position on donation, ask a member of your clergy. Another option is to check the federal website organdonor.gov, which provides religious views on organ donation and transplantation by denomination. But, you know, I don't really bash people for their beliefs in organ donation, but I know only of a couple religions that don't like blood transfusions and blood donation. Myth number 4. I'm under age 18. I'm too young to make this decision. That's true in a legal sense, but your parents can authorize this decision. You can express to your parents your wish to donate, and your parents can give their consent knowing that it's what you wanted. Children, too, are in need of organ transplants, and they usually need organs smaller than those an adult can provide. So, talk to your parents about what you want upon death. I know that's something that you might not want to talk about or focus on, but it's good for your family to know. And you could be helping somebody, maybe even a fellow student that you go to school with. They're waiting in the hospital. You never know. I mean, when you die, your organs just go to waste, so why not try to save somebody? Be a superhero. Myth number 5. I want my loved one to have an open casket funeral. That can't happen if his or her organs or tissues have been donated. Organ and tissue donation doesn't interfere with having an open casket funeral. The donor's body is clothed for burial, so there are no visible signs of an organ or tissue donation. For eye donation, an artificial eye is inserted, the lids are closed, and no one can tell any difference. For bone donation, a rod is inserted where the bone is removed. With skin donation, a very thin layer of skin is similar to sunburn peels taken from the donor's back. Because the donor is clothed and lying on his or her back in the casket, no one can see any difference. So don't worry, you'll look fine. Myth number 6. I'm too old to donate. Nobody want my organs. This isn't true. There's no defined cutoff age for donating organs. Organs have been successfully transplanted from donors in their 70s and 80s. The decision to use your organs is based on strict medical criteria, not age. Don't disqualify yourself prematurely. Let the doctor decide at your time of death whether your organs or tissues are suitable for transplantation. When I got my transplant, the doctors looked over the lungs I got before they even told me if it was a go or not. Myth number 7. I'm not in the greatest health and my eyesight is poor. Nobody want my organs or tissues. Very few medical conditions automatically disqualify you from donating organs. The decision to use an organ is based on strict medical criteria. It may turn out that certain organs are not suitable for transplantation, but other organs and tissues may be fine. Don't disqualify yourself prematurely. Only medical professionals at the time of your death can determine whether your organs are suitable or not. Myth number 8. I would like to donate one of my kidneys now rather than wait until my death. But I hear you can't do that unless you're a close family member of someone in need. Here's the reality. While that used to be the case, it isn't no longer. Whether it's a distant family member, friend, or complete stranger you want to help, you can donate a kidney through certain transplant centers. If you decide to become a living donor, you will undergo extensive questioning to ensure that you're aware of the risks and make sure you're giving away your kidney out of pure goodwill and not in return for financial gain. You will also undergo testing to determine that your kidneys are in good shape and that you can live a healthy life with just one kidney. You can also donate blood or bone marrow during your lifetime. Contact your local chapter of the American Red Cross for details on when you can sign up to donate. Sorry, I have dry mouth. Myth number 9. Rich, famous, and powerful people always seem to move to the front of the line when they need an organ donation. There's no way to ensure that my organs will go to those who've waited the longest or are neediest. Here's the reality, people. The rich and famous aren't given opportunity when it comes to locating organs. It may seem that way because of the amount of publicity generated when celebrities receive a transplant, but they are treated no differently from anyone else. In fact, the United Network for Organ Sharing, UNOS, the organization responsible for maintaining the National Organ Transplant Network, subjects all celebrity transplants to an internal audit to make sure the location was appropriate. All people are created equal on the lists. Myth number 10. My family will be charged if I donate my organs. This is a very, very, very untrue. Here's the reality. The organ donor's family is never charged for donating. The family is charged for the cost of all final efforts to save your life. And those costs are sometimes misinterpreted as costs related to organ donation. Costs for organ removal go to the transplant recipient. I had to pay part of my transplant. So there you go. There's 10 common myths that go along with organ donation. But remember, you can save over 12 people's lives when you donate upon death. You can be a living donor, you can donate bone marrow and blood. So remember, you can save a life. Take some time to think about it, discuss it with your loved ones, and imagine you could save somebody who could possibly cure a disease, be an astronaut, or save somebody else. Just think about that. Your organs will go to waste upon death. Why not save somebody? So, that's all I have to really say. I am grateful for my donor. And everybody, just breathe, take it easy, and enjoy the rest of your day.